Hey, what's up, guys? It's Kathy, and I swear this is the very last time I'm going to record this. I just recorded it for the fourth time, started listening through, and there was this weird hum all the way, at least a lot of the way through it. I'm just like, oh no, now I got to start again because I can't really edit my voiceover all that well, and so I don't bother. I just delete it and start over again. So, I'll probably talk about something completely different than the last time. So I'm just showing you that I'm gonna use some circles that I punched. Some are from Maggie Home Shine. Some are from, I think, an old confetti collection or one of her older collections. Some of it's from, oh my gosh, I think some of it's from a really old Maggie Holmes collection. I think it might be like Style Board or something. And some of it is from Hip Kit from, I think it was sent in January, so it was like for February. It was very Valentine's Day-ish. Lots of lovey-dovey stuff. And so it fit well with what I was doing. I love the colors. Like, I love that paper. I know some people are intimidated by that paper, and I am relatively intimidated by that paper too. But I also adore the colors in it. So I had to use it, especially that mustard yellow. I know there's a lot of people out there that do not like yellow or like a mustard yellow or anything like that, especially in scrapbooking, and it's one of my favorite colors. So I get very excited when there's something like that in a layout because it doesn't happen very often unless it's fall. A lot of fall stuff has that color. So I'm just kind of backing my photos with some of the paper. The tiny polka dot was from Basic Gray B-side, and I love that polka dot. So I pretty much am obsessed with polka dots right now, and I don't know why. They're just kind of this thing that I'm all about. Used to be chevrons, still is chevrons. Love chevrons. Um, I just pretty much like patterns. I'm I just like paper and pretty things. So yeah, really liking polka dots. Anyway, I'm back in them in vellum now too, just because it gives it dimension without weighing it down with another piece of pattern paper, and it's very light looking. So scrapping two pictures of my husband and I that we took last year when we went out for our 11-year wedding anniversary. We just went to a restaurant, and then we went downtown to a little street that they kind of block off from people being able to drive down, and they have bands and restaurants and patios and stuff like that. So we were strolling down there, and I was like, we should probably take a picture because, we should remember that we, did stuff on our anniversaries, even if this time we weren't doing much. And of course, my husband can't take a picture with a straight face or even just a little smile. He's got to be a goof in it, and that's perfectly fine. Um, Originally, I was just like, I can't scrapbook that picture of him giving me that kiss because I don't even look happy in it that he did it. I think I was just trying so hard to not look terrible in the picture. I'm just very self conscious of my getting my picture taken, even when I'm doing it. But you know, I just we should. I want to scrapbook our personalities, and I don't really journal much about us in it. I don't know. I haven't done a whole lot of journaling about my husband and I for our kids to read. I think I need to do something kind of special for that. Just so that they can have an idea of, what our relationship was like, so that they know what's a good relationship. I mean, I'm not bragging. I think my husband and I have a really good, strong relationship. Um, so yeah. um, you know, we've had quite a few ups and downs and scares and disappointments, and we have weathered them all together, and always, you know, persevered through. So yeah, I think that makes a good relationship. So anyway, back to the layout. I'm using that arrow paper. I I like that paper a lot, and I thought I was going to end up using it at some point as the entire background of a layout, but I haven't yet. And I have another piece of it, so we'll see. But this one I've cut apart several times, and so that means I've gotten 2 layouts with it so far, and I may get more, so that would be great. Anyway, this is the general idea I have for the layout, and it switches a little, but not too much. I wanted to take that August little cut apart piece, and then these 2 were frames that were on the other side of that Maggie Home Shine one with the pink polka dots. And it says happy heart, and then the other one says love. And I do end up using them, but I do switch them around a lot. And I thought I might want some of the circles up top and some down below, but I don't. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure what that sound. I'm not sure what I just did there. I may have burped. I apologize. But this is my 5th recording. I'm sorry, guys. The burp stays in. Like, we burp. We all know we all burp. So we're not switching that. Anyway, so I'm just fiddling around with where to put the circles. When I first showed my idea for it, I don't end up putting the circles in the same place. I wish I had taken a picture, and I just didn't have my normal camera around because I do film with my phone, so I don't have a camera on hand some of the time to just take a picture. So I'm going to have to start leaving my camera in my room, my Canon Rebel camera from years ago, that I still love and still use. So I'm going to have to leave that in here so that I can take pictures. So propping some of the circles up on foam, and some, I'm yawning. Oh my gosh, it's only 9:30, Kathy. Come on. You're not that worn out. I am totally that worn out. Yeah. So I'm going to double emboss this XOXO. I'm going to diagonally emboss half with black and half with gold. And I do make a big kerfuffle and a big mess, spilling my gold. So I do cut out some of me doing that. Basically, me cleaning it all up. And I just cut right to, I think, it being done or something. So I'm going to start with the black, and it turns out really nice. It's like a nice shiny black. I really like it. And it would have looked good just with the black and not done the gold. It looks good both ways. So there's some advice you can, but of course I don't have the Control Z option to just undo, you know, putting the gold on and go back to it the other way. And I am that kind of person where I'm just like, I got to see what it looks like the other way before I decide. I can't just, oh my gosh, I keep yawning. Once you start yawning, that's it. You're just done. It's over. It's all over but the crying at this point for me. Anyway, I'm going to go get my heat tool and do her up. It looks pretty cool. And now I'm going to talk weirdly. And yeah. Chef. I don't know. I'm out. I'm out of stuff to say. I'm checking it out just to make sure I like it. I'm just using like a piece of washi tape from washi tape that I don't really like all that much. I have a ton of it, and it's spiderweb, so it's scary. And I don't do, oh my gosh, I'm yawning again. I don't do that many scrapbook layouts that are Halloween themed, that are really themed towards Halloween. Like, I just did one of my son, and he was dressed as Batman, and so of course I didn't actually use any Halloween stuff for that. I used you know, superhero themed stuff. And I have one I haven't done yet. It's my daughter dressed as a cupcake. So I highly doubt I'm going to be using spiderweb washi tape on a cupcake, because she wasn't a spooky cupcake. So I'm backing that with some foam dots to prop it up, because the circles around it and the photos are backed on that thin fun foam that I've been using. That is super cheap and is great, and I'm glad that people started using it, and so then I got the idea to use it. If I hadn't seen someone else do it first, I would never have thought to do it. But yeah, so I put these little frames, and they're not actually the frames, they're the piece that goes in between the larger frames and the smaller frames in the chipboard sets. And I'm using Craft Market chipboard from crepe paper from, I think, at least last year, if not longer. And I'm using Maggie Holmes Shine and crepe paper Hello Love. I don't think I actually end up using anything from the Hello Love collection. Oh no, I do that. You and Me is from it, I'm pretty certain. Well, no, I don't remember. Yeah, I think it's from it. I'm going with that it's from it. Anyway, I don't embellish with anything else except some chipboard, because I don't want to over embellish on this layout, because the circles are already there. So they're kind of enough on their own without needing a whole bunch of stuff. This is, for me, even though you can probably tell I struggled on this layout, this is a very minimal layout. And I knew I had to do something up at the top with those diamonds, because I smudged a big smudge of Heidi Swap Color Shine up there. So I had to fix it. I had to cover it. So when in doubt, embellish. To cover it up, you can always add something if you mess it up. So yeah, I liked those diamonds. There was a whole bunch, and a lot of them were the same colors, so I just made sure that I used only the colors that matched with what I was doing. And they're really cute. I like them. And I finally got to use them. I've been kind of wondering what I was going to do with them forever. I like that heart from Maggie Holmes chipboard. So I'm doing my journaling because there's lines on that circle, so it helps. So yeah, just kind of fiddling around, finishing up. I'm pretty certain I switch a few things towards the end, but I'm not sure. Anyway, there comes the Heidi Swap. I get it on the photos. So I got to share and share alike, so I put it on the other photo too. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Hopefully I won't be so tired next time. Have an awesome day, guys. I'll see you in the next video, and pictures are coming up.